Good morning, YouTube friends. Today I'm filming somewhat of a full day of eating. It is my high carb day, so this lighting is horrible. I'm sorry. I'm filming a high carb day today, so I'm gonna take you through my morning routine. I'm gonna take you through just all my meals today, and it'll kind of be like a day in the life type of thing. But I have class, so it's kind of be boring. But yeah, so this is my morning routine. So I start off with 2 tablespoons of this. And I chase it with this because if anybody drinks apple cider vinegar, they know that it's toxic and potent. So I chase it with this because it makes it a little bit easier to go down. And then I'm going to have a slice of this with this whipped Greek cream cheese. Those are the macros on it. 2.5 fat, 2 carbs, and 3 protein for 22 grams serving. But I'm only going to use 10 grams, not 22. Then this is my pre-workout stack. I almost always have a Monster for pre-workout just because I'm obsessed with them. And don't leave me any comments in the comment section telling me that these are bad for me, because I don't care. I love them. I'm gonna drink them. And then my loyalness to Peace Science. And I'm gonna have the cotton candy flavored Prolific. But this has caffeine in it, so I'm just going to have half a serving of that, and then like 3/4 of a serving of high volume, because I am binging today also at the end of my leg day. I forgot to mention, I'm also having this. Just look at that. Looks pretty freaking amazing, doesn't it? So we're going to cut into it, and we're going to see what it looks like. So that's kind of disappointing, because it's supposed to have filling in it, and there's like absolutely no filling. So that kind of sucks, but we're gonna see how it tastes anyway. So I forgot to mention that this donut is from Tim Hortons. It's the strawberry cheesecake donut, and it smells like strawberry, but there's no filling in it, like absolutely none. So that's kind of disappointing, but I'm just gonna take one bite of it and see if it's good, and if not, I'm just gonna throw it away. It's not good. Don't get it. If you ever go to Tim Hortons and you see that donut and you see how good it looks, don't get it, because it's not that awesome. So instead, I'm going to have 3 pieces of this bread. It's the Thompson's cinnamon bread, and I absolutely love it. But something that Valentina Esteban taught me is that each bread slice weighs different, and like, I'm not super anal with my macros or anything right now, but I do want to be just as accurate as I can, just because I can. So I weighed my bread out, and all 3 pieces came out to be 90 grams. So that leaves my macros 56 carbs, 9 grams of fat, and 10 grams of protein for just a little piece of donut that I had, and the 3 pieces of bread, and 25 grams of the whipped Greek cream cheese. And I did track the cream cheese donut just because that bite will add up, because I know myself, and I'm going to take little bites of other things throughout the day. So and MyFitnessPal did not have the strawberry cheesecake donut in the archives of the app, so I just used the chocolate cheesecake donut because I figured it'd probably have similar macros. We're going to do that instead, and that's honestly okay with me, because I'm not going to waste my macros on a donut that tastes like butt. You guys meet my kitty. This is Donut. Aww, you're so cute and you're so fat. Yes, my love of donuts is real, so I ended up naming my cat Donut, and he's just a little chocolate donut, right? Oh, you like the camera? Oh.
Everybody up in here. Get up.
Got my pre-workout, got my bread. It's leg day. Here we go. I'm about to have my second meal, my post-workout meal, because I am going to get my therapy done. I get myofascial fascial release done for my shoulder. And like I told you guys in my first video, I do have some injuries that I'm taking care of. And one of the injuries that I have is, my therapist called it a frozen shoulder. So that's what I'm thinking it is. We're not 100% sure, but so far my therapy is going amazing. And anybody who's considering getting myofascial release done, I recommend it. It is changing my life, and not just my injury in my shoulder, but like I just feel so much better throughout my whole body after I get it done. But my second meal, my post-workout meal, is going to be this Quest Bar cinnamon roll cereal bar. These things are freaking amazing, and it has super good macros. It's 4.5 grams of fat, 17 carbs, and 12 grams of protein. So it's a little lower in carb than what I would want after a leg day, but don't really have a lot of time. I'm actually late to my therapist appointment right now, but I figured this will hold me over for the hour session that I'm about to be at, and then I'll go home and I'm gonna have some pancakes after that. So stay tuned for that, guys. What is up, guys? It is time for my third meal, and it's going to be some Icon meals, peanut butter vanilla power popcorn that I just got yesterday. The macros on it are not amazing, but everybody raves about it and says it is amazing, and I just tried it, and it is. Maybe not worth the macros, but it's high carb day, so I'm going to eat some. Then I'm also going to I'm having half a serving of this, which is 3/4 of a serving of this, which is like, don't know what it is, 45 grams, so whatever the macros for that are. For one serving is 60 grams, and the macros for 60 grams are 6.5 fat, 23 grams of carbs, and 12 grams of protein. So 3/4 of a serving of that. One serving of this puffed wheat cereal, and 50 grams of strawberries, and then half a cup of this unsweetened vanilla cashew milk. And I'm about to go to class, so I'm going to drink this while I'm in class. It's the 0 calorie one, but even though it says it has 0 calories, it lies, because it has 3 grams of carb. 1 gram of carb per 8 ounces, and there is 23 fluid ounces in here, so I track it as 3 carbs for the whole can. So it'll be 37 grams of carbs, 6 grams of fat, and 13 grams of protein. So I'm going to eat this, and then I'm going to go to class and learn about accounting things that I don't want to learn about. Something I forgot to tell you guys is also, I always take like 5 million drinks everywhere that I go with me, and my husband can attest to that. But I'm also going to take some amino IV, and I always put it in this Powerade just because I like the taste of this Powerade. I'm going to do 1 scoop of the Strawberry Breeze Amino and 1 scoop of the Mango Splash Amino from PES. It's time to eat again. This time I'm going to have a mixing bowl salad, which is something that I have on the regular because of volume. And even though it's high carb day, I'm a creature of habit and I love my salads, so that's what I'm going to have. 100 grams of this, which is just a romaine blend from Walmart. And then I'm going to have some of this green leaf lettuce. It's kind of like romaine. And then I made some homemade fried chicken. It has pretzel crust on it. And then I'm going to top it with some of these organic shredded carrots. I'm going to have half a serving of this Bolthouse Farms Ranch and half a serving of the Salsa Verde avocado from Bolthouse. And then in the microwave I just made a piece of bacon, because you guys don't need to see me make bacon. I'm sure you know how to do that. And then I'm going to top it with some tortilla strips. And this whole meal is going to be 293 calories. And 21 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat, and 30 grams of protein. Here is the final product. I ended up adding half of a slice of these Colossian pickles, and I didn't track it because I don't care. And these are the tortilla strips that I use. They're really good macros. For 7 grams, it's 1.5 grams of fat, 4 carbs, and no protein. And, I mean, it just adds a little bit of crunchy on there because I like crunchy in my salads. So, yes, and then I'm about to go to class again. And then after that, Craig and I are going to one of our favorite ice cream places. ever. Like, I'm so excited about it because it's buy one get one free there. So that'll be my next meal after that, and I will take you guys with me. We are en route to the ice cream. Yes! Oh, where are you? So pumped. Yes, DCBY. Shirley's gonna be like, what are you doing? Hi. How are you? Good, how are you? Good, thank you. Done, demolished. Are you satisfied?
Very.
Look how cute and little it was. It was a perfect amount of ice cream, but it's gone. And I ate it with my little spoon. Always eat ice cream with a little spoon. It makes it last longer. Welcome to meal number 5. Meal number 5, it is exactly 9 o'clock right now. I'm going to use a special kind of pasta. It's these Explore Asian black bean pasta and edamame pasta. I was just going to use the edamame, but I realized I don't have a full serving, and I'm going to have a full serving, so I'm going to do what's left of this edamame, and then I'm going to finish it off with however much I have left of the black bean pasta. Now, if you've never had these pastas, they are freaking amazing. The macros on them for 2 ounces are 2 grams of fat, 22 grams of carbs, and 25 grams of protein. So, I mean, you don't really even have to add protein to the pasta because it already has 25 grams in it. And the awesome thing is you get the same serving size that you would for a normal pasta, but instead of it being 45 grams of carbs, it's only 22 grams of carbs. And it does have a weird texture, kind of, but I don't mind it because I like to get my carbs from sweets. Okay guys, so this is what a serving size looks like when it's cooked. And I know it looks kind of gross. It looks really gross actually, but it's super good. So I zoodled some zucchini, and this is about 8 ounces just because I like volume. And I love zucchini. I love adding it to like everything. And I was going to do spaghetti squash, but unfortunately I forgot to cook my spaghetti squash today. So zucchini will have to do, but it's fine because I love zucchini. And I'm also going to top it with this tomato basil pasta sauce. I get it at Kroger. It's my absolute favorite because it's not super runny. I hate runny pasta sauce. And it has amazing macros. For 113 grams, you get 2 grams of fat, 9 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of protein. And 113 gram serving is a pretty decent sized serving for this stuff. So if you have a Kroger, go to Kroger and get this. It's like, it's with the pasta sauces, but it's like near them because it's organic. And it is the same price as normal pasta sauce, which doesn't make sense, but it's super good, so get that. And then I'm also going to top it with 1/4 of a serving of this mozzarella cheese. I get mozzarella just because it's lower in fat. Here is the finished product. Forgot to also mention that I added some 93.7 ground turkey on there, and I only did about 3 ounces just because, like I said, the pasta has so much protein in it. I don't need a whole bunch of ground turkey. And then I also topped it with this basil. It's fresh basil, and oh my goodness, it is my favorite. I literally add it to everything. So in the pasta sauce was tomato basil, but I don't care. I love basil, so I added it on there. And you can find this at Kroger. It's kind of expensive. It's like $3.99 for this little thing, but this thing lasts me forever, and it usually goes on sale every couple weeks, so I like stock up on them. So I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna go watch Netflix with my husband. I'm gonna do some therapy for my arm, and then I'll show you what I have next. It is time for my last meal. Got my onesie on. You know what? It is 10:30 and it is not too late for pancakes, so that is what we are gonna have. Gonna have a serving of this Kodiak Cakes Power Cakes protein pancake mix. macros on this stuff is amazing, and this is my absolute favorite meal. I have it almost every day because I love it that much, and I could eat pancakes for probably every meal. But it has 2 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbs, and 14 grams of protein for a 53 gram serving. It usually makes about 4 small pancakes, and then I'm going to have 10 grams of my absolute favorite protein powder from PE Science. The snickerdoodle flavor is the GOAT. And then I'm also going to have 50 grams of strawberries on top of that, some light Cool Whip on that, and then also some sugar-free syrup. Alright guys, here is the final product. Made 4 medium-ish pancakes, and that is the light Cool Whip that I used, and I topped it with strawberries. I just haven't put my sugar-free syrup on it yet. But that is going to end my night. This particular meal is 42 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fat, and 22 grams of protein. So that put my total for today at 136 protein, 246 carbs, 37 grams of fiber, and 48 grams of fat. I was aiming for 133 protein, 240 carbs, and 45 grams of fat. So not too bad. It wasn't too far off. And the ice cream that I had was estimated based on the macros that were listed on the website. I've done this for so long that I know I can look at serving sizes and know pretty well what the serving size is. So that is going to end my night. I'm going to go finish watching Netflix with my husband. I'm going to go to bed, wake up tomorrow, have an amazing day, and I hope you guys do too. If you like the video, if you like this type of video, full day of eating type videos, please like, please subscribe, and comment below and tell me that you love it. Tell me that you want to see more. Thank you so much, and have a great night.
So go ahead and live like you're loved. It's okay to act like you've been set free.